Salutations, this is Grim Devel, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Caves of Cud. We are Nash Ramir, the Repugnant Bizd. We have we have Nakam's ribbon that we got at the end of last episode, which lets us get random modifications on things we tinker, which is very cool. And we're gonna go up in the Tomb of Eaters. In fact, I think I'm gonna go ahead and teleport here. We're gonna go up. Okay, and we're gonna find our way back to... Ow. Whoops. We're gonna find our way back to, Ow. There's a lot of flames. But we don't have a bell here, which makes this part a lot easier. Let's go up this way. Back up. We are getting hurt a lot here. Okay, I think there's no bell, so let's just heal up. Okay. Oh god. This is gonna hurt us a lot. Well, we just went to a, oof. We just went to a town, so we should be okay. My goodness. Our progress was just saved. Anything here we want? We might as well disassemble this laser pistol. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we can get all the stuff. The location of Loon Sickle Cache. Yeah, it's nice being here when the bell's not counting down. We're gonna ignore that creature. Okay. And now we should be able to just go up very easily. Why are you mad at us? Did these I guess these things fell from above? And they were hostile up here? I suppose so. Are we just gonna go up? And find more upstairs. Looking for upstairs. What do we have here? Okay. What is this? Oh, what did you... Oh, I took it. It was a skulk injector. Okay. A lot of stuff around here. Yeah, just disassemble all this. Looking for upstairs. And also just looking for, like, ways to get other places. Let's go through here. And let's see if we can't... Whoops. Where are we? Okay. Yeah, let's go east. Ugh. What'd you take here? I think we found an upstairs before. Can I please butcher you? Down. No upstairs. Polished black marble. We're famished. Let's eat. I think we're inspired. So let's choose some ingredients. I don't know. Just more grave moss and pickled mushrooms. Plants to grow into a random area. That sounds fun. Nashramir's mossy mushroom yogurt. Okay. No upstairs here. No bells either, so we're good on that front. Talk to you. Salve injector. A lot of trash. How about this way? Upstairs. There we go. Have we not explored this way? I think we've explored pretty much everything. We're going to go up. Okay. And now we are at the liminal way in the Tomb of the Eaters. Exciting. Let's see, anything to look at here? Yep, gilded marble from the Sultanate of Rashid. Gonna go up. We feel some ambient astral friction here. And these walls also are, it's all a Rashid. Okay. And here we have our first tomb. We have the Imperial Sarcophagus of Rashid. Cirrus clouds of neon stir inside a glass loon and beam light through prefigured likeness of the Sultan. A bleary shape thus hovers supine above the starless and gigantic black rock divan. The artist may have intended this to evoke a lightning storm over a dark plain, or a lily on the pitch of a river, something to represent the bright and gaseous mind roaming over the inert body. And also there's murals of Rashid here. Oh, here, we didn't know about this. Recall the year of the embraced hold, when the moral decay of furrow rituals was rampant in Markamrad Manse. Recall that Rashid, to redeem decency, appointed a minister who mandated the practice of flipping coins. So there's a floor for each sultan and an artifact that you could potentially get, a mask in each of their tombs. And if you get whichever one you pick, you're going to have to fight the cherubs. So good to know. We'll have to make a decision there. These might be I think this is the toughest one. Gallium vein. This is a chaotic bat cherub. Gallium veins press against the underside of her crystalline skin and gleam warmly. Her body is perfect, and the whole of it is wet with amniotic slick. Could she have just now peeled herself off an oil canvas? Was she cast into the material realm by a dreaming, dripping brain? Whatever the embryo, she is now the archetypal bat. It's all there in impeccable simulacrum. The shiny teeth, the hispid skin, the spheric hooves. perfection is realized. So, cast of Chaotic Cherubim. Whenever the creature is about to take damage, there's a chance they can blink away. Whenever they attack, 50% of the time, the Fates have their way? What does that mean? All right, I'm going to auto-explore, and we're going to learn a lot about Arasarshid Coinwaker. In the year of the mated ruse, Arasarshid routed the Star Brood, who usurped her ring barge. Let the fuming Stardew of Radiant Flats serve as a testament to the prowess of Arasarshid, and an admonition to those who would challenge her. At noon, under a rare and citrine sky, the people of Alapad Morass saw an image on the horizon that looked like a three-sided die bathed in citrine. It was Arasarshid, and after she came and left Alapad Morass, the people built a monument to her, and henceforth called her the citrine three-sided die. At twilight, under an uncanny and vermilion sky, the people of Mamravu saw an image on the horizon that looked like a charm bathed in vermilion. It was Arasarshid, and after she came and left Maravu, the people built a monument to her, and thenceforth called her the Vermilion Charm. So many epithets. A torment upon New Aramu of Tunip. It was there that Arasarshid lost her prize Luminosacus Arasarshid boon when thieves stole gold from her algebraic oval. And you can see here, at this time in her life, she was known as the citrine three-sided die. She started as the Coin Walker. Remember the angelic year of the noble blasphemy, when Arasarshid was dowered with the Kessel face and named Sultan of Cud. Her ancestors, the fossilized Saads, looked on in approval, since, just like them, she was known by her fateful visage. One Coinwaker. One auspicious day, Arasarshid spotted an unidentified object in the night sky. From that day forth, she was obsessed with meteorites. In the year of the Telemagenta workshop, Arasarshid, the Vermilion Charm, Coinwaker, the citrine three-sided die, mate to Tanava, laid her body to rest, and crossed into Bright Sheol. She was 94 years old. One starry evening, a babe was found swaddled on a floating platform of polished chrome with vessels of the fates on its eyes. That babe came to be known as Arasarshid. Okay, that might be it for Arasarshid. And there's the Kessel face, which we will take a look at it. Oh, shining jewels are scattered across the contours of a galactic visage, and edges drawn between them sketch the outline of a sashed fool. Far away at the chrome crest, beads of bright and searing light suggest the shape of a medial ewer, and beyond its spout, a vast and timeful structure. The inside of the mask is ribboned with burnt tracery from where it was molded on a gallium lathe, then dyed with the milked irises of Shadim, and set to dry in a pool of warm static. Grants you telepathy, grants you +6 cybernetics licensed here, +1 to all mutation levels. Grants you light manipulation at level 7. If you already have light manipulation, its levels increased by 7. That would be really nice. Level 7 light manipulation would be nice. So that's one of the random things it has on it. And then reputation with water barons, villagers of Yafo, and snapjaws. Okay. Good to know. We're not going to take it. So that was the Chaotic Bat Cherub. And then there's the Star Bat Cherub. And this one gives light manipulation. 10. So they're tough. They're very tough. Now, that doesn't mean we can't... It says they're average. It doesn't mean we can't try to kill them. I think what we would do is we would try to get as much fuging as possible, and let our fugues just try to take them out. And we may try to do that. Although if we do that, we might need to make sure we have like a save point first. So we might need to like leave and come back. I know we didn't really do much here, but we did. We got Nakam's ribbon. All right, let's explore all of them. And get all the lore. So that was Arasarshid's level. Here we have Emed the first level. Ooh, all right, we're gonna auto-explore. And here's Shemesh face. This one, electrical generation, more electrical generation. That's interesting. Lower reputation with dogs and equines. Okay. Burning rubies, carnelians, and garnets are arranged as a warm and giving sun. Diminutive rocky orbs pass by in the near space of the visage, and in the far space a prism of freight lengthens into a wider void. The inside of the mask is ribboned with burnt tracery from where it was molded on a gallium lathe, then dyed with the milked irises of shadim and set to dry in a pool of warm static. The reputation loss isn't great. But I like that electrical generation, like it just stacks with what we already have. All right. Emed the First, analog lamb of worms. While traveling alone in Kanamish, Emed spotted an unidentified object in the night sky. From that day forth, he always kept some motes of light hidden on his person. In the year of the sacred oligarchy, Emed vanquished the luminous gang sect, who usurped his ring barge. Let the voltaic lunes of digital ruins serve as a testament to the power of Emed and a warning to those who would challenge him. In the year of the valiant Hugh, Emed routed the Time Host, who stole starlight from his cosmic square. Let the voltaic lunes of the coiled dunes serve as testament to the power of Emed and an example to those who would challenge him. Extol the angelic year of the perpetual gambler when Emed was dowered with the Shemesh face and named Sultan of Qud. His ancestors, the fossilized Saads, looked on in approval, since just like them, he was known by his luminous eyes. Stirred by a treasured light bulb extricated from a crystal blast furnace, Emed visited an eminent observatory and commissioned a group of astronomers to invent a star tool. He named it Bulbica. Bless the virtuous robots of Tunip, who came to Emed's rescue when a party of treacherous dogs put munitions in his star blimp, causing it to explode. Those dogs! Those dirty dogs! Exploding his blimp. In the year of the famed blasphemy, Emed, analog lamb of worms, the bane of Harkulep, laid his body to rest and crossed into Bright Sheol. He was 93 years old. In the year of the painted woe, we celebrated the inauguration of the Radiant Academy, where roots study how telescopes might be used for reversing the course of the slipstream. Recall, ye heathens, in the year of the creative salt, a coalition of dogs and equines deceived Emed and stole motes of light from his cosmic spheroid. Recall the rebuking put upon them by Emed, the bane of Harkulep. So that's why there's like reputation loss with equines and dogs with the mask, and increase with robots, right? It's just because of all that history. So let's take a look at the cherubim here. And it's a very similar description, except then what does it say? They are now the archetypal robot. And they have electrical resistance and electrical generation. The archetypal worm. And you have light manipulation. Okay. Good to know. Let's keep going. Here's a little bit of graffiti. You something, me friend. I am no warden. Okay. Third. Oh, we're inspired. Fine. I don't even... Who cares? Too much inspiration. All right, let's see. This is Shalpur. Recall, ye skeptics, in the year of the traveling hermitage, a league of worms and urchins broke trust with Shalpur and sequestered themselves to form the Homestead Reactor. Recall the chastening put upon them by Shalpur, the pest of Markham-Rod. A torment upon the coiled dunes of the Harkulep neighborhood. It was there that Shalpur lost her prized, strange beloved Shalpur boon, while the townsfolk were busy proving obscure theorems. In the year of the visiting apostate, Shalpur subdued the Sand Clan, who stole brick from her astral sanctum. Let the emptiness of otherworldly dunes serve as a testament to the power of Shalpur, and an example to those who would aggrieve her. Agony to Samas Grotto of Hawan. It was there that Shalpur had her prized otherworld Luca Shalpur boon stolen by the thieving luminous brood. At daybreak, on the first day of winter, a babe was found swaddled in a copse of sacred trees with its mouth full of paper. That babe came to be known as Shalpur. Remember the year of the extricated blight, when a corrupt administrator was appointed minister of the Harkalip neighborhood. He outlawed the practice of setting out on an adventure to find a famous vessel of the fates, and Shalepur was forced to flee. Revere Shalepur, enemy to urchins and savior of Shirkamos Not, who led an army to its gates and ousted its debauched leaders. The people of the city swam the slipstream in jubilation, shouted Shalepur's name, and renamed Sharkamas Not to Shalepurabad in her honor. For the sake of knowledge, Shalepur settled at otherworldly dunes in Hawan to work among the herd and take care of astrologists. After 7 humble years, she re-emerged as Shawar Maras. Remember ye godless. In the year of the bold finger, a conspiracy of apes and mollusks deceived Shalepur and usurped her ring hall. Remember the chastening put upon them by Shalepur, the Markham Rod terror. Let us recall the year of the steel boot, when, deep in Uva neighborhood, Shalepur annexed Tapir and brought to heel the barbaric, mysterious strangers who lived there. To display her knowledge to them, she found a new home. Is that it? We've got the Earth face. On the continents, ribbons of alabaster cloud circumscribe a lapis sea and forest of jade. At the median of it all, a spindle pierces the outer rondure and disappears beyond the composition. A second obstructed spire, what must be the spindle's shadow, soaks up the light thrown off by the southern sky of crystal white. The inside of the mask is ribboned with burnt tracery from where it was molded on a gallium lathe, then dyed with the milked irises of Shadim and set to dry in a pool of warm static. So bad reputation with mollusks, apes, urchins, worms, teleportation level 6, and increased carrying capacity, which is nice. And let's take a look at these cheruvim here. Insect cherub. Teleportation and quickness. Yeah, that's it. These seem maybe a little easier. They're reflectively shielded. Okay. All right, what is that for? All right, here's the Tomb of Emed II. Now, auto-explore. In the year of the Old Party, we celebrated the founding of the Scriptorium of the Perpetual, where insects write chronologies on how miniature clocks are used for building the low workshop. Let us recall the year of the Ivory Profanity, when, while wandering around Irsuruk Manor, Emed II conquered Harkana Hollow and brought to heel the wild hermits who lived there. To exhibit her enlightenment to them, she recorded the events of the last year of her life. Pay homage to Emed II, child of time itself and savior of Alapir Not, who led an army to its gates and deposed its debauched leaders. The people of the city lit the steeple fires in joy, sang Emed II's name, and renamed Alapir Not to Emed City in her honor. Recall when, deep in the wilds of Irsuruk Manor, Emed II taught a clan of dogs the ritual of the glass pontiff, which can only be performed by one with her orbital eyes. The dogs were much obliged, and in return they accepted her into their fold and taught her their secrets. In Irsuruk Manor, Emed II averred her descendancy from the fossilized Saads, who were known for venerating scribes. By consecrated rite, she ousted the pretender sultan, who had prohibited venerating scribes in favor of tract worship, and crowned herself Sultan of Qud. She was 41 years old. The Levant face. Jasper rocks break on the edges of the mask and hem in a pale sea of milky quartz. The spindle bisects the wide face and symmetry blooms beneath it. The inside of the mask is ribboned with burnt tracery from where it was molded on a gallium lathe, then dyed with the milked irises of Shadim and set to dry in a pool of warm static. So electrical generation 5? Less reputation with baboons and robots, but positive with hermits, dogs, flowers, insects. And this one doesn't have any resistances. But electrical generation. The Levant face. Baboons and robots. Baboons and robots. Curious about that one. One auspicious day, a scribe found a babe with forgotten seconds of one's life on its eyes outside his scriptorium. He and his fellow scribes adopted the babe and named her Emid II. Hold on. Robots. Yeah, reputation's not great. And what was the other one? Robots and baboons? Positive reputation. Let's take a look at the cherubs now. This is an mechanical electric hermit cherub. Electrical generation and electric resist. And mechanical time insect cherub. Temporal fugue 10. Oof. These actually look tough. While traveling alone in Harkalep neighborhood, Emid II had a dream that she was wiring oscilloscopes to agates. From that day forth, she always kept some circuit boards hidden on her person. Remember, ye heathens, in the year of the eternal kinfolk, a federation of baboons and robots committed treason against Emid II and stole tiny gears from her sea laboratory. Remember the rebuking put upon them by Emid II, the scourge of Tunip. In the year of the Amaranth Society, Emid II subdued the Salt Host, who stole circuits from her cinder city-state. Let the fraying reality edges of Boundless Baron serve as testament to the power of Emid II and an example to those who would provoke her. In the year of the courteous Inkwell, Emid II, the scourge of Tunip, laid her body to rest and crossed into Bright Sheol. She was 73 years old. Young. Alright, and I think there's one more Sultan. Yep, the Tomb of Maram. Okay. Auto explore. Oh, interesting. There's the olive face, but there's also 2 melee weapons here? That's interesting. Alright, well, the olive face, a single mount of inlaid basalt and malachite splays open. An image of the spindle blossoms from its center and dominates the festooned aspect. The inside of the mask is ribboned with burnt tracery from where it was molded on a Galim lathe, then dyed with milk irises of Shadim and set to dry in a pool of worm static. So this one gives more intelligence than the other attributes. Not great reputation with a lot of things. Yeah, this is just the olive face. What are these weapons, though? Scar Mufaho's Point? It gives reputation with worms. It's not that great. And the Shank of the Inquisitive Star Octahedron. Short blade, when power discharges a clockwork beetle friend on hit. Drain cell power quickly. Yeah. Don't care about those. Remember, ye heathens, in the year of the proximal soil, a league of fungi and insects broke trust with Maram and seceded to form the democracy of city-state. Remember the rebuking put upon them by Maram, the aquamarine woe of Tamrakish. In year of the Sagittal Crescent Buggy, we celebrated the inauguration of the Observatory of the Philosophical, where mysterious strangers used scrolls to divine how we might go about lighting the steeple fires. In the year of the sublime Autarky, Miram, the great Inkwell, scroll in aquamarine, the Tubina Scourge, mate of Maldister, the aquamarine woe of Tamrakish, laid his body to rest and crossed into Bright Sheol. He was 95 years old. Inspired by a precious quill extricated from the steeple fires, Maram visited a foretold scriptorium and commissioned a group of scribes to record a chronology. He named it Promise of Quill. Witness! Behold in awe the life of Maram, called the Great Inkwell, scion of the fossilized Saads and he who was dowered the olive face. Observe the twin miracles of the year of the noble sanctity. The heir was born, and Polymed completed her work on a legendary Inkwell. At first light under a rare and aquamarine sky, the people of Talep saw an image on the horizon that looked like a scroll bathed in aquamarine. It was Maram, and after he came and left Talep, the people built a monument to him, and thenceforth called him Scroll and Aquamarine. Torment to Mirkaruk of Kawar Barrio. It was there that Maram had his prized Promise of Quill stolen by the thieving Cinder Liberator Society. Stirred by a cherished inkwell swaddled in filament, Maram visited a famed workshop and commissioned a group of glass blowers to blow a dagger. He named it Promise of Inkwell. In the year of the marvelous myths, Maram subdued the Cinder flock, who insulated themselves to form the oligarchy of monarchy. Let the data corruption of the inquisitive decay serve as testament to the might of Maram and a lesson to those who would provoke him. Remember, ye doubters, in the year of the joined ploy, a league of apes and newly sentient beings deceived Maram and separated to form the oligarchy of oligarchy. The oligarchy of all. Remember the oligarchy of oligarchy. Remember the rebuking put upon them by Maram, the Tubana scourge. Remember when, while wandering around Kanamish, Maram taught a clan of tortoises the ritual of the sea finger, which can only be performed by one with his reputation for murdering someone by filling him with existential despair. The treacherous tortoises deceived him and stole the secrets of the ritual. Dang. Sacred are the espoused Maram and Maldister, whose celebrated alliance by marriage enabled worms to start restoring the dust wraith. I'm so happy for the worms. Okay. I'll take a sip of water here. Okay. Is there another floor of Sultans? Oh, what happened? Why are we carrying too much? I think our equipment is becoming less effective. Oh yeah, this slender small sphere now weighs 5 pounds. Let me just wait some time. This seems dumb. Oh, and now this weighs 20 pounds. Yeah, it just like messes with your equipment. What's happening here? Well, we're hungry. Let's make camp. Let's choose ingredients. And let's choose something. What gives us strength? Well, I guess Hulk honey. Let's do some of that. +4 strength. That sounds good. Nashamir's big flatbread. Alright, that helped. Alright, and here's an unfinished tomb. So, and there is a mask here, but I think it's like an empty mask. We'll take a look. And yeah, and there's someone here. Herodotocus. Chrome bunches in cloth-like furrows across a metal tunic that drapes across their lanky, anxious pinion limbs. A large metal cask, their head, sits atop their too frail undercarriage, and a gleaming glass eye shines at you in several shades of tinted light. They seem on the verge of apologizing. And there are no Sultan histories here. Oh, we didn't really look at the sarcophagus. Oh, no, we did look at the sarcophagus, didn't we? Yeah. There's the null face, which gives +70 reputation with every faction. A bowed loon is cracked from where it was smashed off the gallium lathe. The Shadim had no eyes left to color the dim and final face, and it lay too long discarded in a pool of warm static. The Sultanate is broken. So, I mean, +70 reputation is nice with every single faction. That's probably the most reputation any of the masks give you. But, you know, it doesn't give you any of those other benefits. So, all right. I would like to try to get a mask. And I think I would like to try to get the best one, the Kessel face. And I know I said that we were going to do a save point before we did that. But maybe we don't need to go to that hassle because we do have precognition. And in any case, we're going to go to that tomb. We're going to see those Caravim. Not Shalpor. I think it's one more. I mean, look, I am a little tempted by... is it the Earth face? Is this the one with... No, not teleportation. The one with electrical generation. Just because, what's our electrical generation is 19. And it's nice just increasing that. Yeah, this is Emid the First. I think it might be this one that I was curious about. Not that light manipulation isn't bad. The Shemesh face? Yeah, but dogs and equines. Also, are these things really tough? Yeah, electrical generation, light manipulation. It's not fun. Dogs and equines. Well, dogs like us, so that would be okay. Equines, not so much. They would be mad at us when we wore the face. You know, it's not a permanent mask or anything like that. Oh, did I go the wrong way? I did go the wrong way. Oh, wait, did I? Oh, no, I did go... Whoops, that was the right way the first time. My bad. We might try to get the Kessel face. Alright, here we go. Tomb of Arastersheed. This is it. Now, there are, of course, 4 here. They fly, but we're underground, so it doesn't matter. The Fates have their way. That's what I'm a little nervous about. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. The Fates have their way. Fates have their way. What does that mean? Oh, yeah, look at that. The Fates have their way is a power of some relic and extra-dimensional melee weapons. When something is struck with a weapon with a mod, there's a 50% chance for a random effect to be applied. A number rolled between 1 to 41 inclusive. Which can be space-time vortex, bleeding damage, discharge, shaken, stun, confuse, sleep, decapitate, and dismember. So those are fun things. Okay. So you can decapitate. You do light manipulation, and yeah, Fates have their way. Okay, so what I want to do is do whatever I have that has temporal fugue. I want to use that. That includes this one. Magnetized boots. And then what do we have? Guns, right? Temporal fugue, here we go. And then we might as well equip this Eigen pistol. And then do we have anything else that grants temporal fugue? That might be it. Oh wait, what about any trinkets? I wonder if we have stuff that I left back at in our chest. Oh wait. Yes. All right. I thought we might have another thing. Okay. So now our temporal fugue is 15. That's pretty awesome. That's a lot of temporal fugue. All right. I'm going to get right here so we can attack. Well, I can attack just by firing. All right, so first we're going to use precognition. Oh, Well, okay. We might fail. But that's okay. If we fail, we just wait and try again, I think. I think? Yes. No, it snaps back in place. We wince. We took a little damage. So we're going to try that again after we heal. Start vision. Yes. Okay. We can just keep trying. Alright, we keep failing. We're getting really unlucky here, I think. I think we're getting really unlucky here. If it's a 60% chance of success each time, and we keep getting that 40% failure chance. Alright, finally. Alright. Now we're going to temporal fugue. Try again. And mark target. And fire. I hit myself? What the heck? What's happening? There we go. I attacked. Now I'm going to spin webs and run away. This is very chaotic. Alright, so I'm running and I'm trying to let my fugues do whatever they can. I don't know how much time I have left. Does it say here? No. Alright, let's take a look here. You're fine. Perfect. Perfect. And I think our little friends are probably very hurt, right? Oh, they're all fine. Everyone's throwing all kinds of stuff. I guess what we could have done is just taken the mask. That would have made them hostile. Ashamed. That one blinked away. Yeah, return to the start of the vision. This is not going well. Alright. I wonder what I can do here. Well, first of all, let me install a cell here. Let's wait a bunch of turns to get precognition back. Alright, and let's try this again. Yeah, let's try this again. Alright, peer into the future. Temporal fugue. Come on. There we go. Equip that castle face. Oh. I can't. Okay. Now, is there anything else I can do here? Not much. I'm running back. don't know why the Eigen pistol is just going rampant here. I can fly. Now, discharge? Oh, I hit it. Discharge? Oh, I sense my immediate demise. Yes, return to the start of the vision. Alright. So maybe I shouldn't be fighting these things. I don't know. Boy. I would love that face. Alright, you know what? We don't really have a lot of time. So we could just take the null face, or we could try to get an easier face. I don't know. But this is really nice. I would really love it. But there's got to be... I wonder if there's a better way we can take out these folks. I thought Temporal Fugue was my best bet, but... And maybe it is, but I need to do something else first. I don't know what. So you know what? I'm going to leave this open for comments. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do. And hopefully I'll read some of those comments before I record the next episode. I enjoyed playing with you today, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.